Well, with me now is Alex Delmar-Morgan. Alex is a former Qatar and Bahrain correspondent for the Wall Street Journal, and you were there when it was announced they'll be hosting the 2022 World Cup. And at that time, there was a lot of surprise they won, but also a lot of concern as well, because Qatar has some worrying human rights records, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean, it does. Like all Gulf countries, there were issues over the way it treated migrant workers. It has a very outdated sponsorship system called the kafala system, which effectively gives the employer complete control over the employee and doesn't allow him to change jobs or leave the country. And this is one of the key concerns, and this is what is being played out, now.
Now, that kafala system that you refer to, the Qatari authorities are saying they're disbanding that, they're getting rid of that, and they're providing better protection for migrant workers. In fact, they promised that the last time a report emerged about the treatment of migrant workers. What do you think is going on?
Well, I mean, there's a few things about that. Yes, Qatar have pledged reforms on their kafala system, which are going to come into effect in December this year. But why are they introducing it now when they actually really should have introduced it 6 years ago, when and speeded the whole thing up? And the other thing is that these reforms are really cosmetic. They like to say they're abandoning the sponsorship system, but are they really? Critics say that it will allow the employer still a lot of control over that employee. I
suppose what I'm asking, Alex, and I think what a lot of people are wondering, is who is at fault here? Is it the employers, the labour supply companies that provide the migrant labour? Or is it the Qatari's own rules and legislation and its own governing of its country? Are they just simply following what is allowed with systems like this?
Well, it's a bit of both. I mean, one of the things in this Amnesty International report, which came out today and criticised the conditions for migrant workers, was that they are being charged huge amounts of money. That these workers are being charged huge amounts of money to actually come to Qatar and work. Well, that necessarily isn't the fault of Qatar. That is the recruitment agencies in the Indian subcontinent. But as I say, these are very outdated laws. Qatar will say, well, we have improved the labour conditions for workers. There's been a lot of work in building housing facilities, but there's a lot of work to go. And it does raise huge concerns for those people who are opposed to Qatar having this tournament in the first place.
Alex, thank you. Thanks for coming in.